Wolverine back in yellow and blue. Next up on Just to Talk, so let's talk about it. And welcome to the Flicks, Picks, and the Nitpicks, and I am your host, Snow718, and we're about to get right to it, because Wolverine is back in yellow and blue, or I'm trying to remember if they really call it gold and blue. Neither here nor there, we know what it is, yellow and blue, and he's got the comic accurate suit. Now I'm probably gonna do a concept art way of breaking this down, but I've seen the costume, and like I said the first time in the news break, I really thought it was like AI art generated or something that was more like photoshopped the head on, just like a lot of the photoshopped costumes that was already out in the ether online. But it turned out to be the real deal. Internet buzzing all over it. And I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I still like the Days of Future Past one better, because if you paid attention, it was blue and yellow, or blue and mustard, or more goldish, but blue and yellow nonetheless. But it was more leaning into blue. It just looked a lot more tactical. I loved it. This one is more traditional, and I love seeing it, don't get me wrong. Certain things I don't favor. I felt like they didn't have to do, like the yellow detailings on the blue gloves, and the fact that the gloves feel like it's attached to the sleeve. I would have done that. I would have made the sleeves independent, the glove to be separate, and the glove to look more like just tactical gloves. They don't need all that extra stuff. He's Wolverine. That would have made it even more better. I understand it needed to be more durable, so maybe like, like guards, if you will, gauntlets attached to the gloves with straps on it to keep it tight, to make it look still a little bit more tactical, more armored, if you will, with the underbody suit, just so it could look just a little bit more tactical, as opposed to really trying to protect him, because he has his own armor, and you want to see that, but still you want the suit to be tactical, armored up to a degree, not out of it ordinary because he doesn't really need it, but something for the suit to be able to keep up with him as best as they can, or as best as it can, the suit can. So there's certain things I do like, certain things I don't like. It didn't have to be like a spandex, so to speak, even though it's not spandex, but it's kind of like that Captain America-ish thing with the padding. And I partially wonder if the reason why they went with the sleeves was also because he'll be padded up, because I haven't heard as much about Hugh Jackman hitting the gym like that, and that's another thing. So I wonder if he's gonna be more padded up. Like, I felt like the Captain America suit kind of was a little bit in part 1 and 2. In Avengers they tried to make it more slim, and then, like I said, the first one was more padded but tactical, and I felt like they tried to do a happy medium moving forward with the suits, like coming from like Winter Soldier and moving forward, like in a blue suit. And that's the reason why he went back to wearing the suit from part 1, and then Avengers the 2 suit looked a little bit like a good marriage between one and something more, and something more streamlined, like Captain America 1, and like something more streamlined like Avengers 1. So for me, it's good to see. Again, certain things, I don't know if it needs to be as yellow, because I'm not too sure now the nature of the show. Of the Funny I said show. Maybe it looks more like a show. And that's my thing. The film. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that they're doing it. Some people also talked about maybe this is also to harken back to the animated series, which we obviously is a no-brainer, but more so now because X-Men 97 is coming out, where they're going to continue the animated series from 97 moving on forward, bringing back the whole old cast and everything. So this is just a perfect marriage. And I'm also hearing he's going to play different variants. Me, I probably would have went with the brown and yellow variation, but to be honest, I keep forgetting his first time being seen really was in blue and yellow first. Then he wore the brown and yellow for a long time, and then wore the blue and yellow because he was part of the X-Men team. Officially. And again, I won't say is that the reason why he wore the blue and yellow was because he was part of it officially, because he did wear the brown and yellow when he was part of the team too. But I can't really remember how that was. When I was young, I used to think that the brown and yellow came first, till I found out about the original comic with him fighting Hulk, and it was blue and yellow. But I had to have a moment right there. Needless to say, they're going to go that route. I thought they was going to have him fight the Hulk. From what I remember, I thought that was going to be an idea, even though I'm not sure if they got the rights officially yet or not from the Hulk. I thought they recently did, but neither here nor there. This is a perfect way to enter and re-enter Hugh Jackman again. And the suit is a great way to get people back into looking at Marvel and curious about it. And even though some feel like it's looking a little too cartoony, this might be what we kind of need a little bit more in the line of what came before. I still have certain issues with the suit, but it's more like detailings that could have made the suit a lot more better, if you ask me. Like the little yellow accents they didn't need to put in the glove. The glove could have just been completely its own thing. Just blue, navy, some tactical armor, but lightweight. Well, it don't even matter about lightweight because he could push adamantium. So it didn't have to be lightweight, but it would have been just something that could keep up with him. So the forearms would have been armored up, but in a tactical way. And then have a tactical armored suit that's more to keep the suit up, for the suit to keep up with him, as opposed to really needing to shield him because he's Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, I love the suit. It was a wise way to go. People are talking about it. It's giving everyone the nostalgia feels. And for the small few that might grimace a little because they were really seeing it on screen and this might not work, part of them, I'm sure, is happy at the attempt. Now the real question is the cowl, the mask. How will that play out? I think there's ways to do this, and I'm hearing there's going to be different variations. I think he should have had two suits, a more armied version of it, tactical, which means it doesn't have to be army green all the way. It could have been army tan, and not so much tan and brown, just army tan suit. And then there's a yellow version of it. I don't know. Just something I'm thinking about. Kind of like how they did Falcon. There was an army version of the suit until he made it, the army version, into something more practical. I mean, something for him now. Like, let's say Wolverine wore it when he was a soldier, and then now he wears it, but a yellowed version of it, as indicative of him apart from that Agent or Weapon X character that worked for the United States Super Soldier program, if you will. But now he's wearing it as Wolverine, part of the X-Men. That could have been the idea of it. I don't know. But that's a lot to want to cake into that movie, bake into that film, because there's so many different characters I'm here that's going to be in it. We'll talk about it even further. But as it stands, the costume, is it a chef kiss? Not all the way, because it looks kind of comical. But when I see it in trailer, it'll probably look a lot better. But for right now, I like what I see so far. I'm looking forward to how it'll look in motion, in camera, under the proper lighting, and I look forward to seeing what they'll do with it. I would have rather a little bit more dirt and grit on it if it's going to be yellow, because it's going to get dirty. I wish I would have seen it dirtied up already. But this could have been him just after soon as he put the suit on. So we'll find out when the film comes out. But needless to say, it is visually appetizing right now, because we need something to get us excited about Marvel moving forward. That being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like what you see so far? Do you wish they would have done something more like the X-Men one, which I heard someone mention it, another YouTuber mentioned? I haven't seen anyone complaining that it's not all black, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, you already know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time. And as always, till I have a better outro. Chill.